What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to be back to work on the Ford F-150 Tremor. As you guys see in the previous episode, we got this entire front end all back together, and check out how good it looks up in the front. I gotta say, these new Fords look absolutely better than anything else on the market. But now that all that's done, we basically just have to do a little bit of body work on this door right here. But I think instead of doing the body work just yet, I do want to go ahead and knock out all of the airbags in this truck. As you can see, both roof airbags were deployed, passenger and driver. Honestly, I don't know why the passenger roof airbag deployed. There was nobody sitting in there. As you can see, there was somebody in the driver's seat though. But I guess most cars, they do just explode on both sides. And then we had one seatbelt on this driver's side right here that we actually have. But yeah, basically 1, 2, 3, 4 airbags that need to be replaced. And we also have all of the airbags right here. Here is the driver airbag. Then we have the roof airbags, which these things are straight from the dealer because you can't really find used ones for 2023. And then I'm pretty sure this is the knee airbag. And then in this box right here, this is from Safety Restore. They actually rebuild all of our seatbelts and modules. So if you guys are looking to get your seatbelt restored or your module reset, definitely check out Safety Restore. And not only can they do that, they can also change the color of your seatbelt, which is actually pretty cool. This one we just went with stock, because I mean, you don't really want to adjust the seatbelts. But I mean, it would probably be pretty cool if you had this like orange color seatbelt. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and start off with probably the roof airbags. We need to take apart a lot of this stuff. Basically just take off all the trim, take off these side pillar pieces, and drop the whole roof down. I don't think we'll have to take it completely out. And another good thing is this roof did not rip. It kind of just wrinkled a little bit. So we'll just replace the airbag, put the roof back on, and I think everything should be good to go. So the first thing we're gonna do on this truck is go ahead and take off all of the plastic pieces so we can get straight to the airbags and get them removed. So guys, check it out. We got the roof lowered down. I gotta say that was one of the easiest roofs to remove. Well, we haven't fully removed it because honestly, you don't really have to. All it was basically a couple of clips in the center, and then the visors unbolted really easily. And then right here where the sunroof goes, there's like little magnets that actually hold it on, which I've never actually seen that before. That's actually really smart because those things will never break. Like sometimes clips will break and you just have a saggy headliner, but I guess the magnets work out pretty nice. We got it lowered down. Now all we have to do is get in there, unscrew that airbag, and replace both sides with new airbags. So we got both airbags nice and removed from this truck, and I gotta say, super simple also. Nice 10mm bolts. Now let's go ahead and open up the new airbags right here. Pop these suckers open, and there we have it, 2 brand new roof airbags. So let's go ahead and grab these airbags and install them in the truck. Left side. So we got both airbags installed and plugged up, and I gotta say, this bolt right here was probably one of the hardest to get to, but we got everything bolted up, everything looks good. Now it's time to go ahead and put this headliner back in and clip everything back to OEM spec. So check it out, we got the entire roof installed. Everything is back together, 100% OEM, and I gotta say it turned out really good. We did have to actually bend these seals back into place because whenever the airbag blows, I guess it blows it apart, and we have to bend them all back in. But good thing we don't have to replace any of them. But everything's looking good. In here, we also put in the seat belt. Check that out. Now all we need to do is throw in the module and then take off this airbag right here. I'm not too sure how to take it off. There's really no like hole in the back where we can just like push a push pin through, but maybe you have to make a hole like it is on the newer BMWs. So I guess we'll have to do a little bit of research on that. And then we'll also have to throw in our lower knee airbag, and then we can throw in our seats, and this entire interior will be 100% complete. So let's go ahead and vacuum everything out and put the rest of the airbags and the seats back in. And there it is. We are finally done with the interior on the F-150 Tremor. And I gotta say, everything went together perfectly. We got the seats back in there. And I gotta say, I love the stitching on these seats. It's almost like an army military, like a camo pattern, but it's kind of not. But check that out. Got everything situated. Got the seat belt in there. Everything works good. All the roof panels, everything went together absolutely perfect. And then the cool thing on these steering wheels, all you have to do is just turn it, and then you can actually take it off from the back. It's not like the BMWs where you have to poke a hole in it. And that's the good thing about using YouTube. And we did also switch out the plugs, basically just took apart the old melted plug, put the new plugs in there, and that's good to go. And I did check this out. I actually seen this on like an advertisement, and that's actually pretty cool. Look at that. And then you just put your thing down, you can put your laptop here, your food or whatever. But man, this interior turned out absolutely amazing. Now it's time to move on to the next task. So now that we have the interior done on the truck, it's time to go ahead and get started on the body work. And the cool thing is, on this truck, the only thing we have to do any body work on is this door right here, because honestly, body work is sometimes just a pain, but this should be pretty simple. We did kind of tap it in already, lined it up perfectly with the fender. Now what we need to do right now is take off this mirror right here, and I want to see if I can get access, once we take off this mirror, get access to kind of push this out. If not, we might have to take off the door panel. And this thing should be super simple to take off. Just pop this panel off. Just like that. Yep. Plug the camera. That's nice and simple. So check it out, we got the mirror off, and there is access back here to get a pry tool in to kind of push all this out, because the key to bodywork is you want to put as little body filler as possible, and you kind of want to work the metal back into its original shape as much as you can before you even start the bodywork process. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go ahead and work this area right here and see how straight and flat we can get it. So we got the first layer of body filler sanded down. I gotta say it's turning out really good. We also had a little bit of a high spot right there, a little bit right there, so we tapped that down. Now we're gonna go ahead and throw on some glazing putty. This stuff right here, basically glazed. It's like a super ultra fine body filler that's gonna cover all the scratches, and we're gonna kind of blend it into this area a little bit further back so we can make a seamless transition from the body filler to the actual body, so you'll never tell it was body filled. And we are using some of the best body filler that's known to man. Check it out, Rage Ultra. This stuff is absolutely amazing. If you're ever gonna do any body work, definitely spend the money and get the best body filler out there. But let's go ahead and throw some glazing putty on here, and then we'll get the sucker ready for some primer. So check it out, all the body work is done, and I gotta say it turned out absolutely amazing. The gap is perfect from the bottom to the top, and it's also perfectly flush right here. It took a lot of time to get that sucker right, but that's the thing, whenever you get the gap right with the metal, then it's really not too hard to do the body work. But now that all the body work is done, we're gonna go ahead and take this fender off and basically prep it for some primer and get it primed in. So we got everything nice and taped up and ready for some primer. And I do need to get some more of that clear covering for cars. I actually left it at my dad's shop, so I just used trash bags, which they work pretty good. And we don't really have that much of an area to prime, so we will be priming on super low PSI anyways. So really no overspray will go anywhere. Now let's go ahead and mix up some primer and get this sprayed in. So there it is, guys. All the bodywork is done on the F-150 Tremor, and I gotta say this door turned out absolutely perfect. As you can see, that body line is perfectly going all the way through up there. That nice little curve. And obviously in the primer, you can also define that body line just a little bit more, with a little bit of tape and a little bit of sanding, but it just turned out amazing. Even looking back here, it's literally perfect. All that's gonna need is a little bit of white paint back there, spray all that in, and that is gonna be good to go. Now, basically all we have to do is sand that down and it'll be ready for some paint. There's really not much stuff to paint on this truck. We got a door, fender, hood, and a bumper in this little valance piece right here. Probably will have to paint this bumper, maybe. I'm not sure if this is 100% the same color. It does look like it. It's just white, but it could have a little bit of a pearl in it. Maybe not. Basically, a couple of parts need to be painted on it. But right now, what we need to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull my BMW M2 in here because I'm getting ready to sell the car. And I actually need to fix the headlight. As you guys know, there was like some kind of adaptive malfunction going on there. And I bought some new modules. And also one of the angel eyes quit work. So let's go ahead and pull that BMW on the lift and see what's going on with that car. Man, I gotta say, this BMW looks absolutely amazing. I've been daily driving it for quite some time. And look at all the brake dust on these forged Apex rims. I gotta say, those things absolutely made this car look amazing. But you can see one of these angel eyes quit working on this headlight. So we're gonna try to fix that. Hopefully we can. Hopefully we don't have to get a new headlight, because we did buy that one off eBay a long time ago. Like, the actual high beam, low beam works. It was just like the DRL on the side doesn't work. So let's go ahead and pull this car inside and take the front bumper off. So we got the car on the lift. Now it's time to go ahead and remove this driver's side headlight and see if we can get this thing working again. So we got the BMW headlight off, and here are all the new modules right here. And this is for the HID bulb, which I know is good because that headlight works. I think it's this module right here, and then these two on top. So let's go ahead and swap them out with the new ones and see if that fixes our problem. And there it is, guys. Look at that right there. It looks like to be a burnt up capacitor or something. So hopefully this new module fixes it. So we got all the new modules installed, and I'm pretty sure that is the issue. You can see it's kind of burnt out. So let's go ahead and test fit this headlight back on. I think I'm just gonna plug it up instead of installing it, and hopefully that fixes the problem. So guys, unfortunately, I cannot seem to fix the problem on this BMW. After hours of searching, looking at videos, scanning it like 30 times, trying to program the headlight, nothing is working. I even took this headlight off and I plugged it into the plug on the passenger side and everything turns on. So that means all the modules are good, but we just don't have any power to these LED lights right here. And also I checked all the wiring. Everything looks good. There's no issues anywhere. All the wires are perfect. I don't know like what could possibly be going on here. Maybe we need to just plug everything back in with the new modules and just take it to the dealership and maybe they can program it. I don't know. Honestly, they might just take my money and tell me they can't fix it, which kind of sucks. But I think we're going to take a little break on this. Maybe come back to it after the weekend. But anyways, guys, that's going to be a wrap for today's video. We got a lot of work done today. We got the truck ready to go. The interior is all back together. The body work is done. Now all we're going to have to do is basically sand everything out, take it to the paint booth, and get it painted. So guys, that's going to be a wrap for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. The truck is coming along nice. Unfortunately, the BMW is having some issues, but that's just what happens with these salvage title cars. If y'all enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Also follow us on Instagram at vTuned. Thanks for watching.